What's going on, guys? Super excited to dive into this one. Gold and GJ, next week's weekly forecast. Guys, please like the video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And as usual, we're going to kick things off with gold and then jump over onto GJ. So what's the first thing that we can see on gold on the monthly time frame? This bullish impulse leg. And then what's the second thing we can see? A complex pullback. This in here is all noise. We are bullish on the monthly time frame. We are expecting a bullish continuation. That's what we are looking for on gold in the long term. Obviously, it's a monthly time frame, so it could take months or years to potentially push up to this price. But if we go down to where price currently is, around our previous POI that's been smashed through, what is she doing? Big bullish engulfing candle here. She's absolutely smashed the previous monthly candle out of the park. And we can expect gold to continue heading up back to these previous highs. However, I am expecting, again, a little pullback before a continuation. So if we go onto the weekly time frame, what can we see? Weekly candle bullish. We had this previous weekly high that just got absolutely wiped out. But I want to see a pullback at some point, a retracement into here. You can see, look, on the monthly time frame, we've also got an imbalance in this zone as well. That does need to be filled. That may be filled on the next month's candle. So we've got 2 more days for this candle to close, and then we could expect a deep retracement, I hope, from the next monthly candle, because as you know, when a candle closes, next candle opens, 90% of the time it's going to retrace. And if it does that and doesn't take liquidity off this monthly candle high, guys, she is going to absolutely fly when she gets back to that high after that pullback. But anyway, we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. Where are we right now? Weekly candle. So again, if this weekly candle opens up and takes that high out first, then we can expect a pullback. It might just be a short pullback into here. This will be the first level. I'll be looking for a pullback and a continuation. Or she might break through this level here. And if she does, then we can expect price to potentially come down to this level, collect more liquidity, and pull back. But guys, it's going to potentially be a crazy couple of days with the candle about to close, because the market won't want to give any clues about where she's potentially going next month. So if we go down to the daily time frame here, what have we got? We have got this very nice continuation pattern on the daily time frame, and the daily low down here. So you see the daily could stay bullish even if we fake this high. Look, if we fake this high, if we take this high first on market open, what can we expect? Price to come and test somewhere in this level, and we've got an imbalance here. So if we open up bullish first, we can expect, as we said on the higher time frame, price to come down into this gap here, this one here. This is what we can expect. If we open up bearish, we can also expect price to come down into this level. And then we can anticipate we're going to smash through that high. That is what I'm going to look for here. If we hold that high here and we don't take liquidity first, when we pull back, we've got a higher chance of smashing straight through that high. That's what I'm going to be looking for here. However, if we take the high first and come down, we've got a higher chance that we're going to continue coming down to these levels here. We've got a higher chance that this level is going to fill. So I'm really keeping an eye on how the market is going to open. I'm not looking to trade market open. I never do. I just want to see the behavior of market open, and that sets the tone a lot of the time for the week. So I'll be waiting pre-London Monday morning, looking at the market like, right, that's what happened. This is what we're looking for. 4 hour, we're bullish on the 4 hour look. So again, you can see here, I'm going to look for the 4 hour continuation. And it's going to be even a higher probable continuation if we don't take this liquidity first from this week. But tomorrow will be the previous week. So if we open up a little bit bullish, retrace, this is the perfect scenario for me. Retrace, come to this level, bam, perfect continuation. That'll be A+ there with confirmation and very, very high probable. However, if we wipe this liquidity off first and then it retraces, yes, we'll still be looking for reversals here, but we've got a higher chance of this zone. We've got a higher chance, of obviously, number one, this zone potentially breaking. And number two, if we get confirmation, we've got a higher chance of this continuation not actually happening or not pumping through like it would if it didn't take that liquidity first. So it all depends on the behavior of the candles and the market at market open. Again, the 1 hour, 1 and 4 hour is sharing structure. A nice demand zone here. You know, if this breaks, you know, if we do swipe liquidity first and we do come down, we do break this, then I will be looking for that pullback that we spoke about on the higher time frame, you know, down into that daily demand zone, you know, down here. We'll cross that bridge when we come to it. First, my focus is all on this zone here. If we hold this liquidity, we can expect continuations, and we will be aiming. We will be aiming for this high. It might not come next week. It might do because of how bullish it is. That's going to be the target, though. If we do not take liquidity first to this high, pull back, bang, this is going to be the target. I'm just going to look to buy all the way up there next week. However, if we take this first, you know, we will be looking for a retracement down into here. I will be looking for confirmation there as well. I'm going to buy in both instances. But just remember what I've said. If it takes liquidity first, there's a lower probable scenario, you know, of this confirmation working out and also it smashing through the high. We got on the 30-minute, it's the same sharing structure. So that's it for gold, guys. Just need to see how market opens. And there's a couple of scenarios that might play out there. Let's jump over onto GJ. GJ, what have we got here? Monthly time frame. Okay, monthly time frame. We're still inside this monthly supply zone. And remember on GJ, guys, we are bearish. You know, we had this last high, creating this new low here. And all of this, again, just like gold, is a complex pullback inside here, but in the opposite direction. So remember, we are bearish on GJ on the higher time frame. We are sitting in this supply zone that last time gave us 6,000 pips. And price tried to push through here on the monthly time frame. We got a candlestick continuation, which then ended up being a fake out. So we can now expect price to potentially, you know, head back down here, fill this imbalance, head back to these levels. Again, we had our POI where we was looking for buys above and sells below here. We are now below here. So on the monthly, you know, we're looking for sells. We got a sell bias. On the weekly, you know, we are bullish until we break this weekly low here. And we're setting up a beautiful head and shoulders on the weekly time frame. And the longer the consolidation, the bigger the breakout. Remember that? So all I'm waiting for here, because price is fucking around, look. So all I want to see here is a weekly candle close below. If that happens, that's confirmed on the weekly time frame. You could trade that with a 60% stop loss to the highs, and you could trade that. We could look to trade that down here, but I'm not looking to trade a weekly head and shoulders. But what that would do is it would set the tone for the following weeks. I would then be looking for sells once we finally break out of this and confirm a head and shoulders on the lower time frames. Daily, it's just a mess. I mean, we've got to change a character here. Impulse, break a structure, and our price is just messing around here. Look at this range that price is currently stuck in. It's very ugly and very difficult to trade on the higher time frames anyway, because price isn't going anywhere. You know, it's okay if we're trading the range for the lower time frame, because look, we're inside this range. So what can we expect until price breaks out? Price to go up, price to go down, price to go up, price to go down. And we're currently sitting right on the bottom of this range here. If we go back to the weekly time frame, we look at the weekly candle liquidity, it's a little bit ugly. But there's a couple of things that can happen. Again, if we take the low first and we close back up, we can expect price to potentially head back to the top of that range. That's where I will be aiming for. That will be the target. However, if we pull back first, I will then be looking for sells on the lower time frame. And I'll be anticipating these lows to break or at least get swiped. Maybe not anticipating to break just because of, look, we've wicked. So higher probability looking at what's been happening in the past few weeks, it's going to wick. So that is where we look to take profit. We'll anticipate it. You know, if price just shoots through, then obviously we'll hold. But if we start to get rejection, we'll just take the profit and wait for price to sort itself out. Okay, back down to the 4 hour. So if we go back to the candles, I mean, we're setting up for a potential reversal here. You know, if we take liquidity first and then we close back up here, I'll be looking to trade then to the top of the range. If we push up first, we will create a reversal pattern here, but it'll be short-lived, in my opinion. I'll be looking for sells again somewhere in here to anticipate price to smash through that low. But again, not smash through potentially because of how much it's been rejecting, but at least to take the liquidity off there. But we've got a higher chance of it breaking and continuing if we do not take that liquidity off the low first, that marking open. But if we do, I'm going to expect, as we said, if we take this first, we open up, close back in, I'm going to expect price to break through these highs. My target will be back to that, the top of that range. But if we hold that first, again, I'm going to be looking for continuations from there. GJ is a little bit tricky, so just remember it's good to trade, but also take your profit. You know, while price is ranging like this on the higher time frame, it's not trending very well at all. We have got a reversal pattern here on the 1 hour, but again, it might fail. The market might open up bearish, but then we might create a double bottom. And if that happens here, we create a double bottom, we retest it, we break up. That's our confirmation then to look to trade, not only to this liquidity up here, but also back to this high. And you see here, we've got a super nice zone again to take sells from the top of this range. So we'll see how price reacts to that. Maybe it might break through to liquidity. Maybe it'll just give us a limit entry, but that's what I'm looking for here on GJ, just to trade in that range till we break out and hopefully get that weekly candle close to confirm the head and shoulders. So, guys, that's it. These are the same forecasts that we use week to week, just as a higher time frame outlook for the week. And then day to day, we go on, we break the charts down each morning, 9 a.m. Dubai time. I'm live 6-7 hours a day. And we've also got the automated prop firm passing and payout process, guys. If you go in the results section here and have a look, we have some insane results, insane payouts, insane case studies. Nobody's doing it like me. And I'm just getting started, guys. There's more algorithms coming. If you look in the funded lab here, we've got the S&D algorithm coming. There's another video on YouTube with that. You're going to have a library of set files and different algorithms. Guys, it's a monster. So get yourself in. Our price is rising later on today. So get yourself in. And if you've got questions, shoot me a message on Instagram, comment on the post, do whatever you need to do to get in touch and get yourself inside. And guys, I'll set everything up with you one-to-one on the live. Have a good rest of your Sunday. Bosh.